are listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Oh, welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. We are live Friday night, Ferocious Friday, and it is September the 2nd, 2022. I heard myself. I'm like, wait a second. I wanted to make sure the sound was working, so I listened to the show on the phone to make sure it was working. So, is ufology burning down yet? Is it falling apart? Do you feel like something's missing? Me neither. Don't worry about it. I'm going to explain everything to you. The real ufology you're going to learn about tonight. What we saw on the Disgraciato channel, that's what I'm going to call it, the big Disgraciato, to burn every bridge and all that stuff. I mean, we talked about it last night after, well, he was still going on, making $4,000, I think he made on that episode. Something, it was more than 2, and I think it was 3 is where I stopped counting. Well, I wasn't really counting, I was just estimating. 20, that's another 20, another 500. Holy shit. Yeah, it was weird seeing that. Like, you're saying goodbye to, this guy's saying goodbye to you, canceling his show, quitting when things finally get tough. Things got too tough. Gotta quit. Can't do this. I can't handle the pressure. I feel like, look, I always tell you, be careful what you wish for. You wanted to be the center of attention. You got it. You got it and you couldn't handle it and you cut out. and you took everybody down with you. That is so typical of a wokeists. That is so typical of you. That is exactly, if I can't have fun, nobody can. And thank you for the $4,000. I'll use it for the next 3 months while I make videos about everything and everyone I hate. And then he's going to come back with a plan. That his plan's going to be, I'm going to be the sound of reason in this field. People are now going to come to us for the truth. Now that you're not going to get the same access you had before. You're not going to get the same guests you had before. You're not going to get the same amount of people watching you as you did before. It is over, Rover, whether you like it or not. He will be back, but he did not burn down ufology. Ufology still standing strong, well, leaning. But because of one person, it did not do anything to ufology. So let's not get all crazy thinking ufology's burning down. They got to Lou. They took him down. That's okay. You got Josh and Artemis and Cambion on your team now. Good job. Good. Hope they leave here. We don't want them here if they're going to be your friend. Isn't that funny how Josh and Artemis just all of a sudden became the enemy? It's amazing. It's amazing for no reason. No reason. Again. Yeah. It ain't burned yet there, Samo. Let's talk about that and other things in ufology. It's roll call, everybody. Nathan Allen's here, everybody. Welcome to the show. Coral Ann, welcome to the show. Rebecca Wiles, welcome to the show. Cosmic Dave from the UK, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Zach Diecast Monsu, welcome to the show. Randy, what's up, Mr. Hill? Welcome to the show. Denbub, good to see you. Welcome to the show. Born to Fly, welcome to the show. Moonlit, welcome to the show. Samo, Goofoni, and Rockstar. Every time, like, if I walked by you at the office or something, that tune would be playing in my head. Every time I'd see you, it'd be like, Samo, and Rockstar. Every time you came out of the lunchroom, Samo, Goofoni, and Rockstar. Every time you left work, hey, there goes Samo, Goofoni, and Rockstar. That's you. Zach, on the other hand, he gets the Montu. Mark Torana here. Welcome to the show. Dinkamazi. Took me 2 years to get your name correct. Thank you very much. Welcome to the show. Born to Fly again? Nah, just welcome to the show. I know I said I'll say it again. Tony Introvert. What's up, G? How you doing, huh? Welcome to the show. Brooke is here. Welcome. John Griffin there. Welcome. Every time I see the name John Griffin, what do I think about? There's a cartoon that comes up. I don't know which one it is. Sky Allen's here. Welcome to the show. Hellfire Studios. Back in action. Props with a Z. Ian McFadden. Why do I do that to you? It's so stupid. Welcome to the show. Mike Johnson's here. Welcome. Samantha Morris, the kitty cat. Welcome to the show. Let's get started. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a show to do. We'll be here all night. I expect a very slow, low crowd tonight. Very, very little. Peter Griffin. Thank you, Fernambulax. That's what it is. Welcome to the show, by the way. That's what it is, yeah. Peter Griffin. I couldn't think of his first name. Nah, you couldn't remember my name. Nah. 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 So, I almost canceled tonight's show. I was on Alien Addict right before this. They're still talking to Mike Rogers, the driver that night. Travis Walton got hit by the beam of light from the Gentry Tower UFO. And I got to be honest with you. I said it in the chat that I think, and I actually said it on the show, listening to the other people, the other parties that are still doing the circuit and talking about Travis Walton, Travis and Pierce and who else was the other one? But it sounds like Mike Rogers was telling the truth. He sounded more truthful. I wish I could have seen him. But going by just the way he sounded and certain things that he said, it's not like he tried to over embellish. Now, I know he's been talking about this story for, 40 years. And he's got everything down pat. But why does he sound more truthful than other people that are talking? If he's such a liar, I saw Scott Brown in there, and he was one of the guys who tried to find out with Ryan Gordon if this was a hoax. And Scott Brown kept saying in the chat room, "You're such a liar, you're a liar, liar, liar." And I asked Scott to tell me, what do you want me to ask him for you? How can I call Mike out? What do you want me to say? He never replied. I was very taken aback by that. I thought maybe he didn't have my new Twitter account, so I sent that link, and I still didn't get a message from Scott Brown. I was taken aback by his anger. He was just very defiant and saying, "No, you're a liar. You lie." Like he was really calling him out. So that's what happens. I don't know why Scott wouldn't. Maybe he left. He might have gotten frustrated and left, and I don't know. Bernie Miro with a $10 super chat. Thanks, Bernie. Guess what? That's a super dono. First one of the night. Huh? Yes. First one of the night, I said. Thank you, Bernie Miro, for the $10 super dono. That's all we know. Gosh. It's pure love here at Goof On from here on out. Mucho gusto generoso. Thanks, Bernie. That's right. You can help support the show if you want. We are the hardest working UFO channel on YouTube, bar none. There's nobody's even close. Nobody. But we go every day because we love it and we're passionate and we're not part-timers. You can use all the links in the chat to pick how you want to help support the show. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. Buy a coffee and make a whipped cream drink. Yeah, you can do that now. You can do it all. Everybody can do anything. But thanks. So I don't understand. Travis, when I hear him talk, sounds like he's being honest. But there's some things that just don't make sense. I can't think of them right now. But now that was good. I'm glad I asked the question to Mike. I heard that you and Travis were the UFO kids of the neighborhood, that you used to play "The aliens are coming, the aliens are coming," and would run out of the forest screaming and yelling that UFOs and aliens were there and you saw them. And Mike says, "What?" He said he never heard that before. I'm like, wow, man, I hear that all the time. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I heard it all the time now because I've been hearing it so much. Was that a Ryan Gordon addition to the story that's ruining my memory? It must be, but I for some reason think I heard that from somebody more credible than Ryan Gordon. Ice Cream Show. Goof On, thanks to Ice Cream Show for their support. There's somebody here called Ice Cream Show? Oh, Ice Cream Shots. Sorry. Thank you, Ice Cream Shots. $2. That goes all over the Luz. Don't forget, there's two Luz. LUCR and Boohoo Lou. Thank you very much. Ice Cream Shots, that's your first support to the show ever. Thank you, Ice Cream Shots, for the $2 egg gush all over Lou Elizondo. Egg gush all over Lou. Just kidding, what the fuck? Mucho gusto, generoso. Thanks, Ice Cream Shots. I made myself laugh. Thank you very much. I'm so stupid. But you know, Mike Rogers to me sounded more credible than most people that I've heard. Pierce. What was his name? What was his name who was on Ollie's show 2 weeks ago? Troy Pierce? Well, that guy. Pierce. Oh, Pierce Brosnan? No, that wasn't him. But that was a good show, Alien Addict. Good stuff. Are they still talking over there? Let's see. Oh, they're still going. Yeah, of course. I don't know what else they could be talking about 2.5 hours later. I mean, the guy said everything already. But it's nice if you got somebody who's willing to talk. So that's good. All right, there are some things I want to talk about tonight. And we'll talk about stupid ufology in a minute. But I want to talk about James Fox, play a few clips here. I know you've seen them on other shows, but we have our own take on things. I want to talk a little bit about James Fox and what he's been saying. And that interview he did with KONCRETE was kind of interesting, to be honest. I can't play everything, but I am flabbergasted at Charlie Weiser, too. I want to talk about this. The aerial school sighting of 94. James Fox says 100 kids all witnessed a couple of craft come down and land in the field next to their playground. Let me pull this up for you, just so you can get the visual with me. And this is Charlie Weiser's version of what she thinks James Fox is talking about. And they all ran out with great curiosity and came face to face with beings. All right. There's the beings. Now, Charlie's going to correct the errors. Correcting the errors. It says it right here. It might be small. You can't see it, but it says, no child witnessed any craft landing. The object was seen in trees, shrubs, and long grass 200 meters away. The kids did not all run out anywhere. I don't know what that means. All over? The kids did not all run out anywhere. I guess they mean everywhere. They did not all come face to face with beings. Only 3 kids reported this later. Yeah, that's true. But to say no child witnessed any craft landing is also true. No child saw the crafts land, although I thought one of the kids said they saw the craft take off and then come back in and out of the trees like it was playing hide and seek. Remember that one? The object was seen in trees, shrubs, and longer grass. 200 meters? That's 600 feet away. That's a distance. That is not close. That's what? 2 football fields. That's far. That's far. That's running 2 100-yard dashes. So 20 seconds running at full speed. That's how far they were. The kids did not all run out anywhere. Well, anyway. Now, Fox, John Mack, interviewed the aerial children. This is what Fox is saying, James Fox. John Mack interviewed the aerial children within a week or 2. Well, that's wrong. It was 2 to 3 months later. James Fox says, Mack interviewed 66 children. Wrong. He interviewed 12. I know that one. Fox says Rua is an hour, maybe 45 minutes away from Harar. It's 30 minutes. And in quotes here in brackets says, what the can't even get that right. How can you be that wrong, James? He is supposed to be I think he calls himself an investigative filmmaker, which he is. But he doesn't do he's not doing real research. I mean, these are easy things that James Fox is getting wrong. Why would he do this? It's almost common knowledge to know these things for this report. It's mind-blowing to me. And now we know why. We know why. It's the Lou factor. Everything he does now will be because of Lou. You'll see. All right. The Baldwin Bell, 1966. Fox is chronically vague about figures, which I think is an accidental byproduct of his overall tendency to obfuscate. This embarrassing photo was taken 12 or 8 miles from the school 2 days prior. It's 9.5 miles away, and it was allegedly 4 days prior. Whoa! That's a huge... I mean, yeah. It's pretty bad to get that wrong. Thank God for Charlie spending the time even doing this. Fox thinks the Baldwin Bell embarrassment is a real UFO because according to specialists, in quotes, a real UFO always looks a bit blurry when photographed. Something to do with propulsion. No words. They should have sent a poet to do this part of the show. Should have sent a poet. I can't find the words. Ma! Blurry balls, quick! 12. No! 2 dozen! Anybody who thinks that is out of their mind. There's no way in hell. That is why UFO videos and pictures are blurry. It is the dumbest thing. Do not think it. Get that out of your mind right now. Everybody, that is not true. The cameras you have, our cell phone cameras, cameras you buy, for consumer use, aren't designed to look at objects 9, 10, 3 miles away that are moving and that you need to zoom in all the way on. Don't you know how cameras work? That is James Fox. That is, now you know he cannot be trusted. Well, we knew that anyway. But now we know. Anybody who says that, and he should know. Being a filmmaker behind a camera, using many different features of the camera, he should know. That's not why UFOs are blurry. They're blurry because people don't know how to use the cameras they have, or the UFOs are too far away. And when something is seen at night against a black sky or a very dark sky, and you're using your little camera on your phone, do you really think it's good? You know how shitty it looks, number one. Number two, if it was the daytime, it's too far to be perfectly clear on a lot of phones anyway. Oh, and I just put it on infinity. You don't even know how to do that. But anyway, nonetheless, it's not because of the propulsion. That is the oldest thing. People have been saying that as long as I've been in the... because of the propulsion, they put a gravity bubble around it so it can be what's the term Jeremy uses? Transmedium craft. Probably has an ultra-terrestrial inside of it too. Just in case the UFO doesn't go through the hard objects or water, at least the ultra-terrestrial can survive it. Huh? Put them on the table. She said they're ready already. Tony Introvert. That's 5 bones right there. It's a super. It's a super. Mucho gusto, generoso, Mr. Introverto. Grazie. Mucho gusto. Grazie. Grazie. Continuing supporter of Goof On. What's up, John Hint, into thin air? Good to see you guys. Lunar Sparkles as well, of course. Wandering Worker. Good to meet you. How you doing? AZ Man snuck in the back door. No pun intended. Nah, I'm just kidding with you. Don't go. Duh, you're going to unsub. Shit. Lost another one. Lost another one. I'll send you a meatball. FAP's here. What's up there, Chief? What do you say there, Mr. Reckless Ryan? What do you say there, Chief? Huh? Working hard? You know what today is? The beginning of a 3-day weekend if you're living in America. It is it Labor's Day? Labor's Day? Cindy Boyd! How you doing? It almost sounded like I said bird, but I went, hey, you know, like they do like in the old days. Is that a Boyd? What kind of parrot is that? It's a parrot, right? It's a Boyd. That's what it sounded like when I said your last name. Welcome, welcome. John Hunsley's here. John, what are you doing here? Good to see you. You know, I'm not expecting to see some people here because I don't recognize the familiarness. Sarah M's here. All right, I just wanted to say hi to some people coming in. But let's see what else Fox. See, this is why he did such good work on I Know What I Saw and Out of the Blue. I don't know. Phenomenon was pretty good, I guess, but I think this new movie is going to be a totally different animal because the Vargina, right? Vagine. I mean, he really believes there was an alien being seen. West Hall High School, 1966. James Fox says, this thing was sitting on the ground when the kids ran up to it. It lifted off, rocketed off, and this is what the kids described. One witness says she ran up and watched it lift off. She forgot to mention this astonishing fact until recently. This person. Yeah, I believe she forgot it because she was scared back then. Right? She could have been scared, didn't want to tell. Maybe her parents says, don't you tell them any details. They will put you on a table and they will open you up and see how you think. This next one here, Charlie Weiser says, I wasn't familiar with, but I am now, thanks to James Fox's colorful tale. Brace yourselves, she says. Chuck Clark, early 90s. Last night, Fox showed the host this pic of a UFO. Beep, right here. Fox says it's kind of a bigger story, which he proceeds to tell us. 30 years ago, Chuck Clark, who lived near Area 51, showed Fox real UFO footage on VHS. Fox prefaces the story thus, if that's real, that is one of the most compelling photos I've ever seen of a UFO. I'll tell you the story about it because it's footage that I've seen with my own eyes. This thing is so fake. This is one of the biggest fakes I've ever seen, right? Is that where we're going? Since Chuck won't release the tape, the host asks Fox, got this screenshot. Great cue. But, oh geez, did you think this was from that? This is just a random French UFO someone sent me that sort of looks like the one I saw on VHS. Oh my God. Oh my God, he pulled a Fat Tony. Well, I was just, it looked like it. I was just saying that that's the photo. I'm not, but that's what it looked like. It was just an example of what I saw. I knew that. I knew that. I knew this wasn't that. I know. Question, in a desperate bid for clarity, have you got pictures of the creatures? Fox, to answer your question, yes, we have. Followed by the guy's sad face 40 bumbling seconds later when realizes that no, Fox does not have. Walking it back is a generous interpretation. Wow. Since Chuck won't release the tape, the host asks Fox, got the screenshot. And then he says, oh yeah, that's it, when it wasn't it. Unbelievable. About that VHS tape, Fox is generally dubious about UFO footage, but he's certain this one is real. The gold standard, no less. That's George Knapp talk right there. That's George Knapp language narrative. Unfortunately, this experienced UFO researcher and filmmaker can't recognize the multiple red flags. I haven't seen it, and I know it's fake. That's funny. Film begins as a fun-filled road trip. Camera rolling for no reason and in an awkward position. Fearful voices heard. No UFO scene. Context-free, confusing lights or visuals. One guy leaves, friend yells, "Don't go!" 20th century, "Oh my God!" Fudge! Heavy breathing with a few shaky seconds of a UFO. Camera shuts down. Damn it. I get that Fox is super excited about this film, but given his history of wild exaggerations, lack of basic knowledge about cases he investigated, vague grasp of figures and other data, and outright errors, I don't trust that a word he says about the vagina will be accurate. Another thread about James Fox being wrong all the time. Charlie Weiser says here, James Fox did a podcast on KONCRETE with Johnny's Danny about his new movie, and knowing me, which I do, I will have something to say about it. But for now, here's a thread about Fox and his host being dumbasses about Australian Aboriginal art. Is it here? Is this, do we get to hear it? Is it here? Oh, here it is. Oh. Oh, this is the Westfall. I wanted the one we were just talking about. We'll get to it, I guess. No. I have it up here. No. Yep. All right, let's go to the what do you call it? To the chapters, and let's see. Vagina? No. UFO, the first documented case of alien being, the X-ray rescue. Where is the footage? Harvard, Zimbabwe, Westall, Area 51. Don't shoot at UFOs. Ah, sheesh. Let's do the Phoenix Lights. I want to see what this Shimonide knows about the Phoenix Lights again. Just for a goof. Yeah, let's see what Fox... Look at him. He knows right now. He's not happy. He's not happy. Boy, he aged a lot in the last few years like me. Poor guys. We just hit the wall and it's over, isn't it? Yeesh.
About 3 years after the film came out, I got a
Liar
letter from NBC Universal, and they said they're not going to renew the broadcast option. So guess what? I owned the movie again. So I was like, well, I'm going to make a checklist of all the things that I was unhappy about, and I'm going to redo this film. And I remember at the time, my partner was like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? Redo the movie. We did that movie. We sold it. It's done. I was like, yeah, but it's never the movie I wanted it to be. So they were like, you're out of your mind. Okay, go sell crazy somewhere else. We're done. And so I ended up having to bring in new investors and new partners and
new bullshitters. That good all over the Phoenix Lights documentary. Why would you remake that? Oh, because of all the inaccuracies? Because of your crazy way of thinking and the will to believe anything that the last person tells you? That's who James Fox is. If he hears a story about a UFO sighting, he will only remember the last thing that was said and go with it. And then if somebody else comes in and tells him their version, he'll go, oh yeah, you're right. All right, I'll go with that one. That's what it's like when he's putting these together. He's picking the thing that sounds the most logical, but he really doesn't know if it is. So he just, well, it sounds good. Good to make the movie this way. It's good. A little inaccuracies gets people guessing. Yeah. It took him 6 years to make, what was that, Phenomenon? Is that the movie that took about 6 years? 6 years to make a movie. I could say it's been 54 years I've been putting together my life. I mean, anybody could say anything. Well, you know, I took some footage and I waited until this person was available. That was 6 months. I couldn't do anything else during the movie because I have to shoot it all in sequence because I don't know how to edit when things are all over the place. That's what it sounds like to me. I have to do things in order. All I can do is trim the ends. I can't splice. Don't know how to. Can't splice. Can't dissolve.
Walked out of the press conference dressed like an alien.
Yeah. This guy looks like starstruck. Are we going blind again? This guy's new to the business.
So a couple of hours later, he has one of his aides, and I was investigating this case.
He has aides? What did he say?
And this was all going down. You know, I was into production on. It's either 50 years or Out of the Blue. Probably Out of the
Blue.
And
why is his upper lip? What is on his upper lip? Is that chapstick? He's got chapstick on his upper lip. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I should try it. I don't know, guys. I'm not even going to bother playing it. There's no reason to. I don't know where to go. I just thought it would be easy. Easy pickings. It's not. Hold on a sec. Hold on, I'm looking. No. Okay. Good. All right. Can you do something about this? All right. Thank you. All right. We get the hint. All right. James Fox is he's a little off. And that sucks. So we can't trust that guy. Yeah. Do you guys want to see a video of a landing of an object with non-human technology characteristics? This is real. It's happening. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't, I was thinking about talking about James Fox, but I'm really not. I just don't care. Nah, there's the other stuff we need to talk about. He's not that important, or is he? Should we be mad at James Fox for getting the details wrong in his movies? Should we be mad at him or just let it go? There's nothing we can do. He's making the movie with or without our approval. So that's why I say, what's the use? If I talk about it, it really is an integral part to what we're doing here, but it just shows that James Fox, who is supposed to be a respected investigative filmmaker, documentarian, and he gets stuff very, very wrong. On easy stuff. Distance from one place to another. How could you be off by 3 miles? How could you be off by 2 days? How can you not know these things? To me, it's just mind-boggling. And I don't know if it's because different people are talking at different times and somebody said 2 days instead of 4 by accident. I mean, is that what it is? Is it just he got bad information every time he was wrong? I'd like to cut him some slack, but Charlie Weiser just, if you want to take a look at all that, it's on Twitter, Charlie Weiser, if you want to go take a look. Here's the UFO supposedly landing on the right-hand side. 3, 2, go.
Observe lo que va a ocurrir en la siguiente videograbación. De acuerdo a la información, este intrigante avistamiento tendría lugar el sábado 20 de agosto del 2022 en...
I mean, come on. Come on.
un camino.
Come on.
Aún no
It's so fake, it's not even funny. It isn't? That's real?
identificado en la República Mexicana y sería filtrado a redes sociales por un oficial de...
Does it disappear correctly behind the trees? I don't know, man. Looks like it could be a bird, but that's not a bird motion. Oh, it is a bird motion, but... See, here's a problem right here. I just went 3 little clicks to forward advance it, and it wouldn't move. But the trees were moving. The object seemed to have gotten stuck for 3 clicks. Let's try that again. Let's try and advance it a little more here. Yeah, I went too much. Yeah, maybe it was just me. Nope, there it is. I clicked it, didn't go. Now it's going. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it might be there in the shot. You know? And it, like you see here how it's kind of elongated, then it turns wide. Now you see it's breezy, right? You see the trees? This has got to be a piece of garbage or something. That's all. It doesn't look like a UFO landing. Seriously, it doesn't. And since I don't speak Spanish, I wouldn't know what he's saying.
En el análisis podemos apreciar que desde las alturas desciende un misterioso y extraño artefacto cuya estructura se presenta.
Interesting. Look at this. There's little pinpoints here. It looks like a hexagon or wow.
Realidad oscura.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Al mismo tiempo de que es rodeado por una especie de energía que parece emanar del mismo objeto.
What?
Poco antes de perderse detrás de un cúmulo de matorrales, observamos que la configuración de la energía cambia.
Cambian? What? Yeah, that looks real.
Un video extraordinario que viene a sumarse a los intrigantes casos de los denominados.
I don't know. It's not that far away. Well, it's more than 2 feet away.
OVNIs del camino.
I mean, you can see it. I mean, even from here, it looks like it's probably 50 feet away, 100 feet.
La unidad se mantenía estacionada a un costado de.
If it's over here, I'm going to say about a football field and a half, maybe 150 yards, maybe 400 feet. It's over there somewhere, but I don't know. I've seen a hefty garbage bag on video that Jaime Maussan said was the best UFO he's ever seen at the time. And it was a garbage bag caught in a dust devil that when the dust devil left the vicinity, the bag was still up in the sky a little bit because it got inflated and it was 110 out. So it was warm air and it just meandered its way down, but it reflected the sun in such a manner that on video, it looked like a UFO made of crystal. It was freaking beautiful. And Jaime thought that was the best thing. And that thing came out of the sky, and you could tell it was a bag when it got visually closer. But this video isn't doing this object any justice. And I don't know. It's very windy. And it's by a freeway or a roadway here with big trucks that could blow shit and continually make wind and keep this object afloat. And I think that's what we may have here. First of all, what is this person doing on the side of the road? We don't know. Was he watching the UFO first and then knew it was going down and pulled over? It doesn't look that way. Was this somebody just taking a picture of the sky or faking this shit? Who knows? It's just weird.
Del camino. En el análisis podemos apreciar que desde las alturas desciende un misterio.
It is weird. You see that? Now I'm thinking that around the perimeter, like this distortion, it looks like it's coming from the craft, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Because when they get close, watch, when it's up top, it's elongated. And then it turns. It's like a square or something in a circle. And then watch it. It looks like it's putting out its landing thing, and it opens up like an umbrella. Watch. This doesn't look fake to me. That CGI, Mark? If that's CGI, I need to learn this better. Because what a good job they did right down here, too. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's in the camera. It really does. It looks like it's in this is really there. It doesn't look
Obtenida a
CGI.
través de una cámara
I could be
instalada
wrong,
dentro
though.
de una patrulla, lo que podría sugerir la posibilidad de que este ovni
I mean, it just falls out of the sky, so that to me is a little skeptical. And I'm not sure this person who recorded it meant to record it. I think the camera might have just been
patrulla,
facing
lo
that
que
way.
podría
Because
sugerir
it's
la
not moving.
posibilidad
It's not
de que
trying
este
to
ovni fuera
focus on it.
captado de manera incidental en el momento en el que la unidad se mantenía estacionada a un costado del camino. En el
El Camino? I don't know if the El Camino did that, but pretty interesting. It's easy to say CGI when you haven't proved it yet. You need to tell me why it's CGI, because it doesn't look like it is. And if UFOs are real, then we do capture them on video from time to time. Oh wow, what's this? So maybe Mark's right. Maybe Mark's right. It is fake. Let's see what's
otro
coming up.
caso en donde fue observada una estructura esférica de color negro en las cercanías de una carretera fue registrada recientemente el
August
jueves 18 de agosto del 2022 por un automovilista que circulaba en un camino de la isla de Hawái. El momento expone la presencia de este enorme objeto que es rodeado por dos helicópteros, uno de los cuales se aleja rápidamente y el otro parece que es perseguido por la extraña esfera. Observe con atención. Estas evidencias confirman la gran actividad de estos objetos esféricos en particular, los cuales son vistos con frecuencia muy cerca de autopistas y caminos solitarios. Sin duda, demostraciones claras de una tecnología avanzada.
I already said why I think it looks real, because it doesn't look like CGI. I mean, it doesn't look like it. At first I thought it might be, but it definitely looks to be of the pixelized version of the camera that's being used. It definitely looks like it fits in. It's just something I've never seen before, so I'd have to do more research. But I'm not blindly just going to say it's definitely CGI, because we don't know, but it looks real, and I would trust my eyes over anybody else's. So come on, camera. I think this is ufology right here. This is it. Everything's blurred. Nothing makes sense. Everybody lies, right? Well, that's another one that we'll have to put aside for now, because I don't know. But Mark knows. He knows. So just he'll tell us why it's CGI, because it looks like it. That's why. But it doesn't look like it. So that's why I say, gotta do a little more research. All right. So it looks like we're going to talk a little bit of, I mean, is this going to stay like this now? You know what I mean? This is the show. I don't see this happen anywhere else, just on my camera. You know why? Because it's the aliens. It's the aliens, isn't it? It's the aliens coming for me, Mark. Everything is CGI. And nothing is real. Nothing in this field is real. I'm fake. You're fake. Are we living in the Matrix? Is this the most insane field ever? best I got. That's all I got. I can't fix it.
Warning.
Oh no.
Control life. Warning.
They're coming for me.
Warning.
Lou's here!
Failure.
Engage! Engage! Hurry! He's coming! Put up the fucking shields! I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. We're going through the asteroid field. They're still behind us! Come on! Come on, Luke! You can get rid of these guys! You're all clear, kid. Now take that shot and let's go home! Alright, what's up next? Didn't work. Nothing worked. I tried tricking the camera to thinking we were done talking about stuff. I'm in Canada. Been at this some 60 years, this person says. And now, thanks to having had a father and uncle in the RAF in WW2, and currently reading a Donald E. Kehoe book, I have no idea who Richard Budd is, but I have noticed a lot of vulgarity and profanity on Twitter on UFOs. Doesn't impress me much. That was a useless conversation. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh wow, that's cool as hell. The incredible view of the underside of Mushroom Cap. Whoa, that is it. Look at that. That's wickedly cool. Wish I was on mushrooms. Never tried it. Never tried mushrooms. I need to do that before we... I need to do a show on shrooms. I mean, actually do a show on shrooms, not about shrooms, on them. But I'm allergic. Again, I'm still blind, but I'm allergic to mushrooms, so I can't do it. Here we go. I think the bigger pictures, the bigger object is working than my face. Here we go. And now you can see the bags under my eyes from no sleep. All right. No sleep. Ignore and block. So simple. Move on. Keep your eyes on the ball. And that was a meme tweet to your friends and skeptic Mick West. Obtuse skeptics are time wasters. Do not fall into their rabbit holes. Do you understand that they don't know what the hell they're doing in ufology, on that side of the ufological community? They don't know what they're talking about. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know? Does anybody know what's going on? It's not about aliens and UFOs. We could all surmise that, and I think we can all agree that this whole thing with Lou, Richard Budd, it's a distraction. I think this whole thing could be a setup. But I don't think they're that smart. I don't think Lou Angeles would come up with this diabolical plot to make believe he's quitting. And then when he quits, he burns every bridge he has and every relationship. I wonder what Christina Gomez is thinking. Oh my God. Having to let her relive everything that she hated earlier in the year. He must have burned that bridge. But to call Mick West out like that, it's really sick. These are sick and twisted people. And I mean that with the utmost respect for none of them. They are literally dirtbags. People who, anybody who is on Team Lou is against the real narrative. Because Lou is, has said it. He wants to destroy ufology. Well, he's not going to destroy this half. And in a way, these guys let it spin around in their head. And that's all they think about. And then when it happens to them, they're shocked. Why are you shocked? Your boy got back at you. Your boy got back at you and disowned you. Lou disowned his own son is what happened here. And who's buying the story anyway? That LUCR was working one day and Lou just happened to show up. Give me a break. That you could see. I'm going to look at that again. And maybe I'll make a few videos about all the hypocrisy and shit that was spewed out of his mouth. Because I got that kind of skill and I got that kind of time. Well, I really don't, but I'll make time. Brett S. with $10. Rich, Vegas D-Tech got a Canon SX740HS. And with the tripod, it brings in awesome long shots of Lake Mead. Would it be a good camera for UFO hunting or even for YouTubers? Yeah, absolutely. For YouTubers, if it can do 4K, minimal HD video, freaking A, yeah. I use my P900 for UFO hunting since I've gotten it. And everything, you can see planes so easily with this camera. If I would have had this camera back in the day, instead of that high 8 thing, my life would have been so much easier. But I did buy a lens extension and definitely magnified things into view that I couldn't before. And I knew immediately I was misidentifying airplanes and balloons. I've got to get a video up for you guys to show you something that you won't believe is balloons because of what it does. I'll tell you what it does. Brett S., you are a continuing supporter of the show. I know I was supposed to do the Nixon thing, and I didn't prepare for it, and I just didn't. I couldn't last night, and I wanted to, but I couldn't. But I'm going to try to do that for tomorrow's show. So I know what you're thinking, but yeah, that would be great for long shots. Although I never use that camera, if it's got that kind of specs on it, then yeah. Good super chat and a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Thank you. I think it, as long as you have a tripod and you know how to work the camera, at least know how to use the correct settings, of course. If you're going to be, just don't keep it on landscape, you know, as the option. When you go out at night, pick it. It's nighttime. You should be able to do that. It's nighttime. It's landscape. I need to enhance the light. You know, you need to do this or do that. You got to play with everything. Yeah. Try everything out with your camera, except do not point it at the sun. That's all. Rule number 1, never point a camera directly at the sun for more than a second. Christian J. Morales. What's that? Check my messages? Hold on. Oh. No. No message. No message came in. No? I don't know. Twitter? Let me see. No. I don't see any new messages. I don't know what that means to my other chat. Man, this makes me sad. This is so unnecessary, says Christian J. Morales. It just hurts the conversation. Lou Jimenez, you know I got respect for you. I suggest you call Lou privately and meet with him and just have a good old fist fight. This public Twitter drama doesn't do any good. So what did I say? I replied to that. I said, you promote violence? UFO Twitter attacked me for taking Lou Elizondo up on his offer. on how he wants to take us behind the house for a good old-fashioned ass whipping and knock some senses into us. Why does UFO Twitter go to violence to settle differences, but then back down? Everything they say, a good old fist fight. But when I say it in a video, it's like, look at him promoting violence. That's all this guy does. He's promoting violence. He hates disabled people. He's a misogynist. I am literally every bad thing in the book now. I am a racist, homophobic, misogynist pig who has white privilege as a single white male, who lies, hangs out with hoaxers, is a Nazi. Remember that? I was a Nazi for a while, and a racist. I don't know if I said that, but I'm the goods. I am the total package. I am all of you put into one person. That's me. I am the left just put into a smarter brain. That's all. I am you. Because you call me that, I know that's you. And everything they say and do always fails. And it's always about, they always talk about violence. They call people names, but they want peace. They don't know how to communicate with the other side, the people that don't agree with them, who have a different opinion. So let's just do all violence, but once we beat you into submission, then will you talk to us nicely? Because that's what they expect us to do, is bend the knee. They're gonna cancel us into submission is their goal. To get rid of everybody who doesn't agree, and you can't get rid of everybody who doesn't agree with their narrative. I know you hear it every day. You've been hearing it every day over here for 2 years. 3, pretty much. I'm everything. I'm like a black and white cookie. You get the best of both worlds. Here's a bootlicker. Mr. Elizondo from Gilbert Martinez. I want to thank you for serving our great country. You're a man of great courage. No matter how much people try to bring you down, don't ever give up. Maybe that's why our government kept it quiet. Because some people can't handle the truth. Thanks again. So I said, he's the one starting all the chaos. Are you blind? He made up sock accounts on Twitter and started fake friendships and rumors. You have no idea. Lou is not courageous. He's a bully. Wake up, not woke up. I know, I'm proud of that one too. No reply. From Doc Side Media, not Dark, Doc. Interestingly enough, when Richard Butt saw we were making our documentary, Conscious Contact, full disclosure, he reached out, like they have to put the name in the tweet, got advertised. That's what they do. It's all about dollars and clicks. He reached out and offered some assistance for which we will be forever grateful. Spidey senses indicate he's a good person helping with disclosure. Idiot! Lou always said he's not here for disclosure. It's a fact, you fool. He said he's not here for disclosure. Those were his words. Are you blind and deaf? What are they? It's selected memory. That's all this is. It's selective memory. Unbelievable. This is the weirdest field ever. So here's the biggest prick on one of the biggest pricks on the internet, Matt Riot. He says, me and in night school are about to shake up the whole community. You wanted a critical thinking show about ufology and other mysteries that we enjoy. We may not be the best for the job, but we are what you get. Check this out. I said, what? A subpar show? Who doesn't want the best? Why would you say that? To act like you don't give a F? Are you so new and fresh, bro? You are so cool. Please. We're not the best. You're not even trying to be the best? I mean, why would you ever want to listen to they're just honest that they suck? Where you're not honest. You suck, Rich, but you're not honest about it. One thing I don't do is suck. I blow. No, I don't. I just self-humor. Hey, that's right. FAP with the $20 Happy Labor Day Richie super chat. Well, thank you, my friend. And for all of those who put their lives on the line for this great country, thank you for your service. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, but thanks, FAP. You know, for that one, we'll go on a little ride, shall we? Want to go on a ride? We'll take you on a ride. Ready? Where are we going to go? All right. We're going to go right now. Hold on, FAP. Hold on. I want to get you that body I promised you. There we go. All right. We're going to go into space. We got to pick up speed, so here we go. Go. Nice. All right. Here we are. Pick the one you want. Did you already pick? Fourth from the left. Was that you? All right. Well, you can still have it. All right. I think that was you, wasn't it? All right. FAP throwing it down. A continuing supporter of Goof On. Mucho gusto generoso. Grazie. Grazie, FAP. I like orange. That's one of my favorite colors. It's a good orange. Ah, mamma mia, pizzeria, ma! I don't think she's home. I think she went out to bingo. Ma! I don't know. She might be in the basement with the door closed listening. What's that? Oh, okay. She took the iguana out for a walk, he said. Something like that. The iguana. Hey, Rich. Hey, Jaime. Hey, my friend. I know you've been in a lot of trouble lately. No, I haven't been in any trouble. No. Okay. I'm just checking in. All right, let's get back to work. So I want to show you this. I showed this the other day. And I just want to show it again because of the question that was brought up about the camera. What one would you use? Would you use this camera for this? Well, I'm going to show you this video again. And let's take a look. This is a very cool Nikon P1000 super zoom test. So imagine a UFO is in the distance. Why would it be blurry if you're in focus? Well, maybe this will answer those questions. We got to get rid of the music. Right? We'll play our own music. Turn it down. There we go. So, not far. 656 feet away. Actually, isn't 200 meters 600 feet? Now this is 1 km, 0.62 miles. Not that far, right? But, hey, is it still clear? Pretty much. You can see a little of the atmospheric distortion. Maybe the settings aren't perfect. I don't know. I would think this guy would know what to do. But let's take a look on a partly cloudy day. Some ocean air maybe, some moisture in the air. Can make things very, very, very blurry. Now look at this. That's only 1.5 miles, give or take. That is starting to deteriorate. And that's what interests me. At only 1.5 miles, here's 2.2 1/3 mile. Pretty far, but not that far in reality, right? I'll give you an example of why this is weird. We can see the craters on the moon with this camera and my camera. And I don't mean just seeing them. I mean, you get a pretty good close-up. And if a UFO shoots by, I might be able to see it. But there's no atmosphere. You are looking through the atmosphere to look at the moon. But here, it's all atmosphere. And that's why some things, all things are pretty blurry when you get certain distances with consumer grade equipment. But I always think that's interesting, that video, because they're not that far away. So to answer a lot of people's questions on why UFOs are always blurry, James Fox will tell you it's because of the propulsion around the craft. It's causing a distortion in the field of energy around it, which also gives it its energy to go in any direction unimpeded by anything. No blockade can stop these objects because they're in a gravity bubble. And that is just a theory. But it's not why they're blurry. They're blurry because they're far away. Usually over 2 miles away. UFOs very rarely get close. And when they do, the photos are either too good to be true and we won't believe it, or there are none. So that's why I'm a huge skeptic when it comes to UFOs in this field. When people catch them on camera, you don't know. They just don't know. People don't know. That's it. It's this field, which is why LUCR of unidentified is in the position he's in. He's now just gotten to the point in his experience. He has now gotten to the point in his life where he is now upgraded himself in the field. He has now realized recently, not yesterday, but he knew it was coming. He knew. But that guy and those people are finally seeing what we've been saying as truth. That there's something going on, we just don't know what. True. I don't know anybody that has spoken to Lou Elizondo, that had a conversation behind the scenes with Lou about seeing aliens or UFOs in a basement, warehouse, or at Lockheed Martin. It's never been said, done. The guy won't even talk about it anyway. Because he can't. Because he doesn't, and he hasn't. What scares me now is that Lou Elizondo is part of every single thing that has to do with UFO research. He's infiltrated MUFON. He's infiltrated UFOlogy. Well, not us, but if he wants the truth, he knows where to come. If he wants to know any UFOs, you're not going to get the truth unless you come here. That's true. Because I don't sugarcoat shit. And if you bring me a sighting and tell me what this is and say, hey, Rich, tell me what this is, you won't hurt my feelings. It's a balloon. What do you mean? You don't think I would know what a balloon looks like? You think I don't know what I see? I know what I saw. Don't tell me I know what I saw. I see what I see. Remember that? Gutter Gawker? How about wreaking havoc? I mean, Gutter Gawker, you could see the string on the bottom. And he's like, you don't think I would notice? Well, you didn't. Remember those people? All those people have come for advice. And when they got the truth, they got angry. Wreaking Havoc's another fool. I gave that guy more room than anybody I've ever talked to. Because he was capturing stuff, dust. And I wanted him to do some things, which he did. He closed the room off with plastic and the vents and everything to see if it would change how many of the dust or eliminate dust. And he kept saying, I'm allergic to dust, so I know my place is really clean. First red flag. Trying to justify not sneezing has nothing to do with anything. That's how I knew this guy was out to lunch. It's little things you got to listen for in this field when people talk to you and they already are defensive without you even saying anything because they heard it elsewhere. And they know it could be dust. Anyway, he got mad and left, called me a Nazi racist, and then went over to the Angry channel, all the other channels. Everybody's out to get goof on because why? Why? I wasn't mean to them. You all were witnesses to it. Because I'm right. Because I hurt their egos and they want to get back at me for it. But they asked for my advice. It's weird. It's like going to the doctor knowing you're sick and the doctor says this, yes. I mean, just take a couple of, what do you mean take a couple of aspirin? Well, I don't see anything wrong. Your blood work came back fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Have you ever thought maybe you're just a hypochondriac? I know I'm sick. I could die tomorrow, doc, and if I do die, I'm going to sue your ass. Okay, good luck with that. You know, they're the type of people who can't take logic because it ruins their fantasy. And that's what happened to Lou Angeles, LUCR. His dream was torn apart. His efforts were not noticed, or he felt like they weren't noticed. His ego got bruised by the people he thought he could trust. Well, here's a shocker. It's not them. It's you. Look in the mirror and accept your faults and correct them. Because you are definitely wow. Woke AF. Absolutely. And you know what I don't like about LUCR? He does the same thing that Cambion does at the Angry channel. And the same thing the Out There channel does. They take things out of context and they make us look like we're saying something we're not. Or they skip over the part where we look like we know what we're talking about, because we are, but they'll take something from somewhere else and fit it in and make it look like we're saying something that we're not. That's what they do. Well, two can play at that game. They, all those channels, they have no clue. They really don't. They have to make up lies. It's amazing to me. All right, I have this video. Now, I've been meaning to talk about it since the day it came out. And I keep forgetting because, you know, there's been drama, a lot of things happening. And this was on Third Phase of Moon, but it's a massive UFO sighting from Santa Monica. I'm going to play this for you. And I am also going to make, I wanted to make a Third Phase UFO report on this. Watch this video with me. And I think you've seen it. I think a lot of you have seen it. But I haven't heard much chatter about it at all. To be honest, I don't know. But this whole video is really good on Third Phase here. Let me pull this up. Yeah, this is a weird one. We'll get back to all that stuff. I want to get to this. Is this the one? Yeah, this is it. Wow, that's a lot of arrows. Welcome to the show. Love that.
Much. If what they're showing, in my opinion, what they're showing to you is either an optical illusion of the bokeh effect with these pyramids, and they're just drones, aircraft, nothing ET in nature. I guess they're trying to bring in this video, and they say there's no explanation for it, and they're kind of lumping it in with this Nimitz stuff off the West Coast. But guys, I want to get your opinion. Is this a UFO, or is this something man-made? This is what the War Zone's putting out, and they're saying that they have no idea what it is. Guys, I think we probably maybe could find out real quick. But here, just take a look at this.
This is USS Zamot at approximately 0335 Zulu on April 24, 2019, while conducting routine operation 17 nautical miles off the coast of Camp Pendleton in international waters. At least 6 unknown UASs made multiple flyovers and circle patterns around the ships, operating at various altitudes between 300 and 1,000 feet. All appear to fly consistent patterns, northwest, east, south, without alteration of course, speed, and altitude. No weapons were observed.
All right, so what we're hearing there definitely is not coming in during the...
Come on. This is nothing, man. That could be a drone. There's a green light here. Right? There's a green light there, a red light there, a white... Oh, let me open it up again. Red light, green light, white light. I mean, that looks like an airplane, but I don't think it is, because I don't see any structure around anywhere else. So this is up there a little bit, probably about 1,000 feet, I would guess. You should hear something, but I don't know if the audio's been manipulated. But this is probably a man-made object, and I don't know if it's a man-made drone or a small plane, but it does have FAA light of some sort on it, does it not?
The video was shot. It sounds like there's an overdub with some voiceover from a person explaining what happened, and he told us the date of the actual time he is reporting on this. Guys, is this something man-made, or is this something unknown? Because even though we don't know the manufacturer of this drone,
red light.
I gotta say, this looks like it's some kind of manufactured by man here. Look at these lights. They represent a lot of drones that have the exact same kind of light. So that's to state that this is incredible footage and leak it and say it's coming in from the Navy. I bet you this is going to be all over the news, and they're going to hype this up as the most incredible UFO footage that's just come out. But in my opinion, this isn't looking too impressive to me.
This is USS Zamot at approximately 0335 Zulu on April 24, 2019, while conducting routine operation 17 nautical miles off the coast of Camp Pendleton in international waters. At least 6 unknown UASs made multiple flyovers and circle patterns around the ships.
That sounds like Osvaldo Franco got a hold of this video and thought he was seeing a UFO because somebody told him it was. And just decided to dub over. It doesn't sound like he's there when it happened. It sounds like it's dubbed in later and he's explaining it. Mark Hamrick says, I filmed the F-35s coming into Luke Air Force Base, huh? That's where I used to live, out in Arizona. Into Luke sometimes, and one day after filming, I was scrubbing slowly back through the videos and caught a couple of objects flying around so fast I didn't see them during filming. Yeah. Maybe they were bugs. You just didn't see them because they were that small. Send that video over to goofonradio@gmail.com. I'll take a look at it, Mark. That'll be cool to see. Love to see that. All right, let's continue on.
Operating at various altitudes between 300 and 1,000 feet. All appear to fly consistent patterns, northwest, east, south,
exactly,
without
Tony.
of course, speed, and altitude. No weapons were observed.
It's definitely slightly out of focus. And we're finding out that, well, I'm not, but you guys are finding out sorry, that most of the time they do come in blurry. Oh my God. It must be the propulsion of the craft. Yeah, Tony, FAA safety lights, just out of focus. Yeah, for sure it is. So that's what I don't understand. Who's this? You guys are lucky Representative Darren LaHood doesn't know you're talking about UFOs. I have you thrown in jail. Yay! Come on, that'd be a great story, man. I could use the views and clicks. Because that's all it's about.
Okay, so as we're looking at this once again, and I see that people might say that if you're involved with the military and you have this kind of weird drone that comes by, sure, you could call it unidentified, but I think they're going to try and spin this as something that they don't know what it is, that it could be otherworldly.
Right.
They keep going to the fact that this phenomenon could be something ET in nature. And don't get me wrong, there's most likely than not ET involvement in a lot of cases of UFOs, but it seems that the major media wants you to believe that this is something otherworldly. When you look at it right there, it obviously has the indication of drone light. So it's
all right. Now, that was just a taste of what we're going to look at. This is the big story. This is the one from Santa Monica that, wow, we're going to have to talk for a long time. We're going to be talking about this the rest of the show because there's so much to go into. Visually, here we go.
Reasonings behind that. Dorothy Hawkins with a $2 super chat. Thanks, Dorothy, and appreciate you showing us.
Oh, yeah. I want to thank Nathan. Send in $4. He says, both Lus are distractions. Look over here. Don't look over there. Yep. Thank you, Nathan. That is a true PayPal comment. That is a true statement you made. And another $1 you sent. Have you ever looked at the moon with your camera through a telescope with an adapter? No. But I want to, Nathan. But that costs money. So I'll have to look into that. But I want to. For sure. And then, once I get that, if I get that attachment, I'm back at it. If you have a link to that stuff, let me know. Thank you for the $5, bro. PayPal. You can help support us, you know. We are the hardest working UFO show. We go every day. And we do a daytime show, and we go on Alien Addict, and sometimes we do other shows. But you can help support us. That's how I survive, through you, for you, with you. We're all together in this. All the links are in the description. All right, here we go.
Showing us what you came across today, because that really means a lot. People need to just look at the evidence, and then we'll from Santa Monica, multiple angles. I think this is why you came to the show, and we've reached 1,000 people here in just a second. Let's roll this coming out of Santa Monica, multiple
roll
angles.
That beautiful beam footage.
Take a look at this. That was the first angle. This is kind of interesting as we're looking at it. You heard people, they're kind of shock and awe. You're looking at everybody with their videos. I'm repeating it once more. Guys, this is interesting. But as I was looking at this, I noticed a little closer as you look. When the lady shows her hand to the left, it actually blocks out the lights in the sky, indicating whatever's there. She blocked it with her hand. So that's indicating that whatever's there is actually in the sky. Look how it blocks the lights in the sky. So it's not an inside application.
Wait a minute. Why did it block the lines on the phone? It shouldn't block those lines out. Why is it blocking the grid? Oh, is it? Oh, maybe it's not. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I can see it. It's there. it looks like it wasn't going through. But look at her finger. It's pointing one way, and over here it's pointing that way. Now, you can see that here, but I know what's happening. I think there's a delay. You know how sometimes when you put your hand in front of your phone, it takes a split second for it to show up? You know what? It's a little delay. I think that's what happened, and the finger will eventually adjust. Let's see.
The lights in the sky. So it's not inside app.
Yeah, it did. So
application. Do you guys get what I'm?
Yeah, but the people down here, I was looking at the people down here. Nobody's looking up at the sky. All these people were playing like kickball or football or something down at the bottom.
Saying that.
Why aren't they looking up at it?
When you have augmented reality, and it's augmented reality on your phone, you could shoot up there, but usually when you put a hand in front of it, it doesn't work most of the time because augmented reality doesn't on your phone.
Something wrong with it.
You could shoot up there, but usually when you put a hand in front of it,
it's there, yeah. Never mind.
Augmented reality doesn't work that fast, but it could. Could this be some kind of app, some kind of stunt going on? But I did notice that when their hand passes in front, it's blocking the lights in the sky. So this is an indication that whatever's there isn't actually in the sky. I'm not sure. Lloyd Thompson Art, $10. All of you are amazing. Listen up, listen up.
That's funny. I thought that popped up on my screen on his channel. I thought it was mine. I'm like, I didn't do anything. Who's Lloyd? Thank you, Chris Rogers with $5. Lou is finished with UFOs. Next up, James Webb revelation. Yeah. I think the James Webb is going to be at least 6 months away. I don't know. It's that. And oh, hold on. I know we're talking about this, but did you know that the Galileo project has a UFO crash retrieval team? Yeah, it's true. Well, we'll try to get back to that. Thank you, Chris Rogers. Calling it out. I don't know, but we'll find out shortly. You talking about Lou Jimenez? Yeah, he probably will go. Nobody wants Lou Jimenez.
Here's another angle, guys. Here's another angle.
So here's another camera angle.
Lloyd Thompson Art, thank you. Look at this. Look at all these people all over the place. I don't know. We've seen the TR3B up close. Keeping it real. Yes, we are. Lloyd Thompson Art. Appreciate that so much. But again, let's just look at this once more.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. I'm not exactly sure if this were real, and it seems like it was something was unknown. I would expect a little bit more craziness going on. They sound a little shocked at what they see, but I know when we saw the TR3B right over us, we were screaming like little girls, to be honest. It was the most incredible thing you could ever imagine. And it's much, much larger than this one. Again, we've got more videos coming in from this event.
I think this whole thing is... It's fake because it looks fake. I mean, I don't know what else to say. These people aren't... They're saying, oh, wow, oh, wow. Nobody's saying there's 3 lights. Nobody's saying, look at the lights. And nobody's talking about saying what's in the sky, which is weird. So is it an app that they are all on at the same time, like a school project, and maybe they made an app or made something to make it look like there's a UFO in the sky? Because all these people are looking in the direction, but they're not looking at it. It's weird. How they got it on the phones is probably within the app. And the person here that's filming everything, it's weird. He's just there to film the crowd reaction. I'm not buying this is a real UFO sighting at all. And another reason was because in the beginning, the people down on the beach weren't even paying attention. Here's another camera angle coming up.
Is this just a big stage hoax, or did they actually experience something over there? Watch, here's the next angle here. Watch this.
No. Yes. No, that's a UFO for sure.
Get in on it.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
It's like that Tic Tac from Rogan, bro.
So the guy said, whoa, what is that? And then I think the guy said, the Tic Tac. What?
No. Yes.
Watch.
No, that's a UFO for sure.
That's a UFO for sure. No specifics.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
It's like that Tic Tac from Rogan, bro.
What was that?
It's like that Tic Tac, he says. Something. I can't understand it. Let me turn it up a little bit.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
It's like that Tic Tac from Rogan, bro.
Oh, he says it's like that Tic Tac on the Rogan show. On Rogan.
What was that?
The thing that, like the UFO thing, like flying all over the place.
I mean, this looks like a UFO.
No, it's like, well, yeah.
First of all, it doesn't look like a UFO. And what this guy's, what I think he's saying is, I don't know if he meant a disc shape or what, but there's no specific. Nothing is being said about the lights. Like, what color is that? Green? What color is that? Off-white? You know, people usually talk about the colors they're seeing and how many. Nobody said there's 3 lights yet. It's like they said, just be vague with your description. Like, that's a UFO. That is cool, or wow. There's no specific language yet.
I guess, but...
You mean that's it? Thanks, Nate. Oh, that's not here.
Appreciate that. Nick C with $20. Good stuff, cousins, brother.
It's Nate. Did you say Nick? I'm just curious.
Appreciate that. Nick C with $20. Good stuff, cousins, brothers. Man, you rock, Nate. Appreciate that so much.
There you go.
Man, the support's coming in strong tonight.
Nick Paddywhack.
First time I've ever seen Nate C in the house, but appreciate you being here tonight, man. Good stuff, Nate. Guys, I want to get your thoughts here for sure. What's your opinions on this? Is this some kind of major staged hoax, or is this the real deal? Multiple angles.
That's it, Chris Rogers. Absolutely, that's what it looks like. Bad actors. Sorry, but it's just trying too hard to be real. Yeah, it does seem staged.
Let's look at that once more here. Let me just, I want to see, I want to hear what they say, because their reaction was interesting.
Yeah, I already played that part.
The speed.
It's not like flying.
No.
Straight. It's
Yes.
like moving.
No, that's a UFO for sure.
Huh?
I think I'd be a little bit more, but
Oh, whoa. What is
their
that?
reaction?
You know what? The way the lights open up looks fake, as you could see what looks like a dividing line when the lights turn on. Watch. Right there, it's really defined when the lights turn on. Let's see if we can see that better. And then it looks, yeah, there seems to be something fake about this. But I think it's because maybe these are really in the sky. And it's just creating the pixelation here around the edges. So it's almost like undulating, right? It's getting brighter and then it gets dimmer. See? It looks like it's undulating. Is that the right word? I'm hitting the period button so it can go frame by frame. This has a little star effect in it, and this light. This is interesting. They do look like they might be there. I don't know, man. There's something wrong with this. But that is interesting. Let me try to do this a little bit faster. See how the light's going in and out, and it's getting bigger, and just not much, just a little bit.
Thing that, like the UFO thing.
We weren't more, but
Oh, whoa. What is
their
that?
reaction was a little late, I would imagine, there too.
I didn't think it was that late. FAP with a $10 Rich, take it. I'm happy. All right, I will. $10 FAP throwing down the dollar. Thank you, FAP. I appreciate the support. Yeah, like more than you know. Mucho gusto generoso. FAP so in the house so with the Rams. I picked the Rams to win it all this year.
But again,
did I?
We weren't there.
Oh no, I picked no, I don't. Did I pick the Rams? I don't know. I have a feeling that never mind. We're not talking sports. All right, let's listen to this and get some action. I see what you're saying in the chat room.
Could this be real?
Everybody.
Think there's some issues with these videos. And again, that's why we're putting them out there. We received these just earlier this morning, and me and Brent decided we got to get it out. People are going to share this, and then they're just going to say this is something that is undeniable proof of ET invasion. We're here for the long run. We want to showcase it to you if it really does go down. But we're also sharing with you this in real time, and to find out the answer tomorrow, we're going to be broadcasting. Let's bring
Johnny.
Let's bring in some people here.
Johnny Southside, you gave us proof that it's a hoax. Where? I saw you make that comment. I don't know where. Wow, I just gave you the proof that it's fake. Where though? Where, Johnny? Come on, Johnny. You gotta be better than this, John. Show me the proof again. Where'd you show us the proof, Johnny? Come on, Johnny Dockside. Where's that proof? I'm going back looking at all the things that everybody said, yet I think you're just pulling our leg locks because I don't see any other comment. Oh, wait, here it is. Hey, everyone, busy night. Just wanted to say hi, and I'm watching Rich. Goof on respect. Oh, that is the proof. You're right. Proof enough for me. Spotlights? It's an optical illusion at night or at a nightclub or something. I don't think it's spotlights. Here, I'm going to pull it up again and we'll watch this. Oh, they keep going over it here, so let's just keep it rolling without the sound. Uh-oh. Somebody's coming in to talk. Let's hear what these people say. The biblical smackdown.
We're going to go to the next shot right here. Watch.
Exactly, Tony.
You guys see the light on the bottom? Yeah. That's crazy, bro. Hey, look at it from my phone, bro. Look at it from my angle. I see that. Oh, no. That's sick, bro.
Oh, this is going on lively.
Wow. Wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute. Let's look at their phones. Yeah, they all got little different angles. Okay, I'm just seeing if they're all showing up. Like, is this something that they're all playing at the same time? You know, and would the UFO be in the same exact spot on each phone is what I'm saying, and it's not. You know.
What, Taco?
So what's your thoughts there? When we're looking at this, is this a real deal, or is this some kind of like massive?
Watch this guy move his phone around. He keeps that thing centered, yet his phone is moving all over the place. I think I'm right. I think this is pre-played. and they're looking on an app. Watch this guy's phone and watch how much the phone moves and the object stays right there. Nobody's that good. And he's not even watching what's going on. See?
So what's your thoughts there?
Look at his phone. It's all over the place.
When we're looking at this, is this a real deal or is this some kind of like massive
what is he doing?
Hoax that they're
Did you see he was looking way to the left and it was still centered in his phone?
Is this a real deal or is this
See, now it's pointing at it, right? Here it is. Now watch.
Like massive
and now it's pointing over there. And it's still in the center. So I think there's an app that has a UFO flying around that area, or I think I really figured it out. No, that doesn't fit either. I was thinking maybe they get on the app at the same time. But not everybody's going to hit the start button at the same time. So when they join in, they already see the UFO. Now, if they lift their phone up to the sky, it puts the UFO in the real sky. But how are we seeing it? That's the rub. It's like this video camera that's recording the crowd has the UFO on it. So, does that mean the UFO is, oh, that's it. The UFO's on this guy's phone too, but he's recording the crowd. That's all it is. It's not real. It's in the app or it's something. That's why when they move their phones and they're not looking at it and the guy's looking to the left, but the object's still there, because even if he turned the phone away from it, it would still be on his phone because it's been pre-recorded. That's what's going on. It's fake. 100%. Especially with this guy's phone looking to the left and still keeping that centered. Yeah, let me show you again. Look.
Is this a real deal?
He's looking at it now.
Some kind of like
now he's not. He moved his phone. You know, if you move your phone that much, you're not going to see that. No. And why doesn't anybody turn their phone landscape? Why do they all have to hold it like this? Every person, nobody decided to get a wider view. Everybody's doing the same thing. That's how you know it's an app bullshit fake UFO story. Congratulations, Giordano. You did it again. I am very good at this. I should be given an award for the most logically sound explanation for all UFO sightings on the planet.
Hoax that they're trying to pull off here.
I figured it out.
Talking to me, Blake?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I figured it out. That's it.
I would have to say with Project Bluebeam and all the other AI that they have.
Look, she moved her phone away and it's still in the center. How could that happen? How could she? Watch how much this lady moves her phone. Watch.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Watch. Now you see it. Just watch her, the one on the left. Watch this. Now watch.
I would have to say
she's going to move her phone. Look, she moved it a lot. It still didn't move the UFO out of the play.
All the other
now watch. Now she's looking pretty much down towards the ocean area, whatever's out here. It's all fake. Now look. Now her phone is somewhere in this vicinity. And she's not pointing it up. It's almost vertical. Like, even this one isn't even looking up. Right? Shouldn't they be pointed back a little bit? Right? Not even, like a little bit like this. Why all their phones are straight? They're not even putting it up. I don't know. Unless the object was very far away, they would have no reason to tilt their phone. That object is right over their heads pretty much. It's a joke. That's why. Anything too good to be true. And look at the people on the bottom here. Nobody here on the ground is looking up at this object. They're not holding their phones.
Aliens really wanted to make themselves known. It would be in
nobody's
the daylight.
doing. They're just walking around. They're talking about playing kickball or something.
That's an interesting statement.
Yeah, her hand really did go in the front. Yeah, because it's in the app, the UFO. That's all.
Being said there, that
I'm genius.
you bring up
Why am I so
Operation
smart? It's not
Bluebeam.
in sync with their movements at all, because it's already pre-done in their phone. That's like me putting a UFO on my on an app and then just going outside, and the UFO still on my screen, but now it's recording the sky, the outside, so it looks like it's all bullshit. That's why they're they're in an open area, right? Because if there were light posts and trees and things around there, we would see it. We would see it's bullshit. Pretty good stuff. Very proud of ourselves here. Very proud. Samantha Moore is the cat. Thanks for keeping it real, Richie. Anytime Samantha Moore is the kitty cat. You got a new beanie on? Hey. Let's take a look at your little beanie. That's what she said. Shut up. Oh, it is a different beanie. Beady. Okay, Samantha. Thank you very much. And a mucho gusto. Hey. Generoso to you. I'm still a little bit blurry. All right. I think that's enough for tonight. That was fun. I want to thank all the super chatters and moderators for doing a great job. Thank you very much. Love ya. We'll be back. What's tomorrow? Saturday? Saturday in the UK at 5 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully I'll be alive. And then we'll be back the next day. But thank you for hanging out. Newcomers and veterans, don't forget. Don't forget, Josh and Artemis told me this. If I ask you to subscribe, you will do it. Yeah, and you should. Because that's how you get 700 subs in 3 days without having a viral video. You just ask. Thank you very much, and mucho gusto, generoso to everybody here. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Of course, we'll be back every day. But appreciate you guys. You know what we are? Truthology for ufology. It's true. It's true. And have a safe and happy weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. And alien bless.
Go far.